All right, I think we got the great
he's
Brandon
on.
Phariss
Nice.
connecting. He connected first try. Look at that. That's a real guy. He knows
How
how to
hard
use his
is it?
iPhone.
Hey, dude, congratulations on the iPhone 16, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, look at that clarity. Look at that clarity.
that is smooth. What's going on, Brandon Phariss? How we feeling tonight?
Good, man. I work at Apple, so I got to represent, right?
That's right. Yeah, I got that written down.
that.
They're
That's
like,
amazing.
if you don't buy this new iPhone, and yes, you have to buy it, you're fired.
That's almost more interesting than the Kill Tony thing. Yeah, what's it like working at Apple? You get free iPhones or something?
I did actually. So they give a nice little discount every 2 years, and then you get 25% off, and then with the trade-in, it turned out to be free. So
25%? Jesus. On MacBooks, too?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you sound incredible, honestly. The microphone is really working great, and the picture is clear. So this is a good advertisement for the iPhone 16. Is that the newest one?
It is the Max
Yeah,
Pro. So yeah.
Best of the best.
I'm rocking an X. What do you think about that?
Oh, my.
It's time to upgrade, but you're good.
Yeah.
Is that older than an 11?
Yeah.
Does that have the Spider-Man screen where it has the cracks on it?
No, look at that. No cracks, though. Look at that.
That's
Pristine.
good. That's
No
good.
cracks.
Yeah, I don't. I do some stuff with it, and I'm surprised of how many older devices are still out there in the wild that I have to like help people with. I've had to help people with an iPhone 6 recently.
Wow,
That was
man.
weird.
I just know that wouldn't run Pokemon Go well, so I would need to upgrade.
Yeah.
You were
Locked
helping.
out of
much.
apps at that point in some old models.
Were you helping them
Yeah.
throw it into the trash can? You're helping them throw it
Into
away.
the fish tank, like Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an old iPod Touch. I think it's like our old buddy Skip's like first or second model, and it just doesn't work for anything because I was like, I'm gonna have a second thing to play games on it. You can't even download.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to have iOS this,
There you go.
iOS that.
Nice. Even
Trying to rotate it. Hopefully that's a little bit better.
Oh,
There.
wow.
Even
Widescreen
better.
format.
Even better.
So
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, we had a little bit of technical difficulties with our last interview, so this is going real smooth. Love to see it.
Yeah, then he got on and I was acting like too cool for school, man.
So where are you broadcasting from right now? What city, what state?
yeah, so I'm out over visiting with my sisters actually. So we're out there, but I'm based in Texas. So I'm like outside of Austin in a city called Hutto.
Okay, cool. Are you signing up for Kill Tony a lot?
I did the double one that was just done, and then they're off for the next 2 weeks. So as of right now, my wife and I agreed to where I can kind of go like twice a month, if that. So I don't do it often.
Cool.
So when I got pulled, that was actually my 6th time, and that's including doing the New Year's special, the New Year's Eve at the HEB Center.
Gotcha. And that's your only time up?
Yes, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Hutto on the map. That's a small place.
Yep. Home of the hippos, baby.
That's kind of like
Go Hippos.
us where we're at. I mean, I'm looking at Hutto and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, we're from a town called Salisbury, Maryland. You ever heard of it?
I have not.
Ah, that would have been cool. That would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
My acting
You're right around the
skills
Museum of
aren't
Ice
great.
Cream.
I'm like, I actually know that. I had a steak there once.
Oh, yeah. No.
Is
Not-
Hutto near where they filmed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I'm not making a joke. I'm pretty sure that's true.
Oh.
You tell me,
So
look.
just east of there is a city called Taylor, and they just built a brand new like Samsung plant, and that's blowing up. And then they filmed the Transformers out there with Mark Wahlberg. That Transformers movie,
How old is that?
the one with Mark Wahlberg.
How long
How
ago
old
was
is
that?
that?
20,
How old is that one?
16, 18?
Oh, where he banged Jennifer's body? Whatever her name is.
Megan
Megan what?
Fox, right?
Ah, there you go.
Oh, was she in that one? I don't even think
Dude,
she
I
was
don't
in
know.
that.
I'm,
She's in, like, the
totally
first one.
lost.
Yeah, we're
Oh, no, she's in the
conflating.
Shia LaBeouf ones. I'm so sorry.
All right.
My phone.
Well, let's get right into your episode because I mean you came in and you produced one of the most wholesome, probably the most wholesome, heart-touching moments in the history of the show. You shed a little tear and everyone loved it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was overcome with a lot of different emotions that day. With it being my birthday. The other thing about this, I used to do Twitch, and I got doxxed, which probably is not smart telling I'm still in Hutto, but whatever, it's out there. I didn't use a stage name.
Just a
People wanna
city.
find me. Yeah. So, but I used to do videos about like Jordan Peterson.
Oh my
So
God.
Yeah. So like there's like I don't know if there's still VODs out there on Twitch where I'd like review some of his videos and talk about it, because I came from more of a conservative point of view, but being on Twitch, like people didn't like that, and so then I got
love it,
doxxed,
man. I'm big conservative right here.
Yeah, so I got freaking doxxed, and having Jordan Peterson there was like mind blowing. I knew Tyler Fisher. I've been a fan of his as well.
Big conservative comic.
Yeah, and then Kim. Well, if you've seen some of the stuff, he's not as conservative, but he's super hilarious. Like I think he's got to be in my like top 5 like right now comics that I enjoy.
Yeah, people hate on him, but he is talented.
I need to watch
Undeniable.
him more. I'm not as familiar with him.
He's very talented.
So he has a YouTube special, like a political one that he filmed at the mothership, and then he's really blown up because he does a lot of Fox spots on Gutberg and all this other stuff. And what's funny is my mom texted me the other day. He's like, "Hey, that little guy who hugged you on stage, that's how she sees him."
The little guy.
Yeah, he is small. He's tiny.
So she's like, "No, that's the little guy that hugged you, not Tyler Fisher, is like a really famous comedian, like better than me."
No, that hug blew him up. Oh yeah, everyone knows him about that. That's how people know him.
Yeah,
but that's some crazy insight. So you used to review a bunch of Jordan Peterson's content, and you probably had no idea that he was the host when you were backstage, right? I mean, not the host, but the panel.
Because I didn't know. Well, so okay, so little inside scoop, because people don't know how it works. So they basically, you're waiting at Port Choices. They know that you kind of run across the street because they want you to get over there pretty quickly, and then they kind of wand you down all the stuff, and probably shouldn't be telling that stuff, but there's police there as well. And then you go upstairs and you wait, and you're literally waiting right behind that curtain where you come out at. And so I heard the guy previously before Cam Patterson, and then they said, "Hey, Cam's going to go before you." So I kind of gave me another minute to kind of like calm down and focus on my minute and then whatnot. But then I heard Jordan. I was like, "Oh my gosh, Jordan Peterson's there," and I just wasn't focusing on it. And then one of the guys that's like the producers that helps you sign up and stuff like that, like that, he also does a couple different things over there. He was talking to me. He's like, "Have you ever been on before?" He's like, "No, just be you, man. Just have fun." I'm like, "Cool, I plan on it." I was like, "So you ready for us?" I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of am," because I literally called my buddy James Leith, who got me into comedy, who lives in Arizona. I said, we talked on the phone earlier that day, and he's like, "You going to kill Tony?" He's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "What are you going to do if you get pulled?" I'm like, "What do you mean when I get pulled?" Literally had that conversation with him, had like that thing. And I was like, "Dude, this is happening today."
And you did mention that on stage too. You said, "I told people I'm coming on tonight."
Yeah. Told my Eddie Lursa, who was just on the most recent episode towards the very end. He was on another episode previously, who was a part of the lightning round, so they didn't really interview him. So it's kind of cool to see him do some stuff. I signed up behind him. I'm friends with him, and I was telling somebody it's my birthday, and he's like, "That's not going to help you, dude." So
you manifested it, like the hippies say.
You manifested it.
There's something to that,
maybe,
like the butterfly effect with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
I think it's just the Bucket of Destiny. I've watched the show a lot. Like I've consumed a lot of Kill Tony since starting this journey of comedy, and it's weird how the Bucket of Destiny really does pull like birthdays, because there was a birthday girl that got pulled that other week. It's weird. I don't think they know it. I didn't know anyone who was there, and as far as it being rigged, I'm like, I don't know enough people to be like, cool, let's.
But they know they can do their research. We always ask. Do you think there was bucket manipulation? And if they pull 2 birthday people on the same night, they might just do. I mean, you already got doxxed once. They might have just known.
They're checking your ID, man.
I'm just playing.
But truly, your moment where you shed a tear was so touching. We're not trying to give you a hard time at all, because honestly, I can't believe that doesn't happen more often, because it is like a dream come true for a lot of people. I can't believe I hadn't seen that before.
I can't believe Tony was nice about it.
Well, it got Tony on his good side.
Yeah. I was super nervous because I know how the internet can be. I never really watched Reddit or looked at Reddit as much prior to my spot being on there. And it was funny watching the comments when the episode's about to premiere, and you see a comment going, "Oh, Jordan Peterson's going to cry." And I'm like, "Nope, not him."
And because it was kind of funny, because like, for all the panel guests to be there while someone cries, it's Jordan Peterson, and he immediately goes, "Why does that mean so much to you?"
Yeah.
Like he was giving you like some psychology, like right there live. I
like that.
Yeah.
That was a funny question to ask. I thought, I was like, "Huh, you're really concerned with it?"
And then you got into your dad and how, you two liked comedy. And that was it was just a very touching moment that everyone on the internet liked and enjoyed. And I was wondering, has anyone given you any like hate about that online that you've noticed or anything?
No, I was super surprised and super thankful for just the Kill Tony community and everyone who's kind of like reached out. I kind of forget how global the show is.
Yeah.
And so being that I said I worked at Apple, like I got a bunch of messages through like my work messaging system.
Whoa.
And they're like, hey, we saw you on Kill Tony, and it's like we loved you. It's like keep it up and all this other stuff. So it was really cool. There's someone from Ireland that works at Apple messaged me, and then in my DMs I got like people or a person from Germany. So it was really humbling and kind of put in perspective like how big of a moment that really was.
Huge.
And it meant a lot.
It was definitely the biggest moment of that particular episode, if you ask me.
I appreciate that. That means a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you were just so likable, and that's what the crowd likes the most. Like you can be, sometimes I feel like people are funny, but they're just not very likable, and the crowd turns on them.
Yep.
And everyone loved you, man.
Yeah, that means a lot, man. Thank you. There's, like I said, I'm a fan of the show, and I know what to expect from her. So I knew like he was going to ask that, and being honest, and I was worried because I know when he asked about your work and you can't talk about it, and it's like I didn't want to talk about it. I'm like, I was really worried about it because I actually can't talk about my work. But my bosses are actually huge fans of Kill Tony. They go to the mothership for other shows from time to time, and they're super pumped for me. And I only do clean comedy, by the way, and so I was nervous that was going to come out on this episode. And I don't curse, do anything like super inappropriate. I'll tote the line a little bit, I guess, with like the Nickelodeon producer thing. But
I appreciate that. It's like Jim Gaffigan. You can't beat it.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I like Jim Gaffigan. I like Brian Regan. I like clean comics sometimes.
Well, Jim Gaffigan will like use will say the word shit one time in his like 2-hour thing, and everyone was like, oh shit! Oh, cover the kid's eyes. He said it.
He was just on We Might Be Drunk, and it was really good.
I like that.
Oh, Jim Gaffigan was?
Yeah.
I know Brian Regan was, right?
Oh no, Regan, but Gaffigan was on too.
Nice. I got to see that one. I saw the Regan one.
Yeah.
Hey, when you said you have a friend at Apple that works, a friend in Ireland that works at Apple, it made me think. Some sort of joke you should create about Apple phones not being able to get the Snake game in Ireland, and you had to get him a secret download of the Snake game.
He's on to something.
Something about the snakes, and they can't play the Snake game.
Okay.
Snakes, Apple, Ireland. You make it happen, okay, Brandon?
I'll try it. We'll table that for another time, all right?
Yeah, we'll table that for another time.
Did you get reprimanded at all?
Thank you for effort on that.
Thank you.
Did you get reprimanded at all from your work or anything bad? No. Wag of the finger?
No. So I'll give you a little inside scoop. So they had like a day where they did like a little comedy thing, like they had a Spirit Week, and I got in trouble for that because they were doing a bunch of dad jokes, and as a comedian now, I'm like, oh, this is like torture. So then like one of the jokes that they had, were, why did the bike fall over? And I said, oh, because Joe Biden was on it. And I got in trouble for that.
What?
And I was like, dude, that's funny. It's like, not only is it funny, it's true.
Yeah.
That's just true.
And I'm sure it was topical at the time. It was probably right when that happened.
Hey, and right where that happened is like less than an hour from our house. Just to give you.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
that true.
Happened in Old
in
Delaware.
Rehoboth Beach, right? Rehoboth?
Yeah, we're really close.
That's about an hour away from where we're sitting right now.
To the crash site.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I got a little trouble for that from my boss. I was like, you can't do it. I'm like, I have a sign that says "Let's Go Brandon" behind me, as well as like a mothership thing. I'm like, I don't, whatever.
This guy's awesome. Yeah, man. This guy's awesome. I love it.
That's at at least it lets you have your like political views up and on display. At my job, we have this thing on this door that says, I work at a tattoo shop. My boss would like to think that he doesn't want to hear about people's political views, but he has this thing on the door that says, leave your religion and politics at the door. And what do you think in the downtime gets talked about? Like, you're supposed to leave that at the door, man. And he doesn't do it. Well, it's not really him.
I'm going to send him this, dude.
Hey, we're all voting for Trump.
He can watch it.
Everybody.
And it's not necessarily him that gets caught.
Everyone that's allowed to vote at this table is.
Yeah. Oh, my God, yeah.
I encourage people to get involved with their stuff, man. At the end of the day, like my goal on Twitch was to be like, you know what, you can have different points of views, but still find common ground.
Did you ever debate Destiny?
So I've actually been on a panel with him, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
So you were big on Twitch, huh?
Yeah,
Is Hat the
so
crazy
I
guy?
had like I'm partnered on there still. So like
Oh,
I was
wow.
debating on revamping the site and my page and doing more comedy related content and just kind of going with a different mindset with it. But I don't know. It's hit or miss.
What?
Like the problem is like when you have kids, family, and, and the consistency of like I want to try and get out and do the mics and um it, it's all a balancing act, and I want to, if I'm going to do it, I want to at least make sure I can do it consistently. And that's what I kind of like with comedy has kind of been for me. I've been able to at least go out like once a week, hit a mic or sometimes two, and just kind of get so much better with it. I'm so glad I got pulled when I did instead of when I first started, because man, I was like, okay, I can actually make a joke and make people laugh now
Yeah,
as
you were pretty
opposed to
comfortable.
bombing. So, but yeah.
All right, I want to hear more. You really were on a panel with Destiny. You debated him a little bit.
So it was like a group panel. They had a bunch of different streamers on there and they had like different topics. I didn't like one-on-one him or anything like that,
Okay.
but he tends to like gish gallop or will just kind of like spew a bunch of stuff and really fast at you. And then like you try and pick on one of the things. And then it just like the whole conversation was there. At the time, it's like 2016, 2015, 2017 Twitch, where the getting causing drama and being loud and obnoxious was like the meta at the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's banned now, right?
And so he'll probably be back on again or something like that.
Yeah, I
It's they can't afford not to keep him on there, especially with around this time. So
Mike, can you pull up Destiny? I don't know who this person is.
I'm all over it.
so I was like another one like the Hassan, was it Hassan Piker?
Okay,
Yeah.
I definitely know him.
He was only like getting like 300 people by the time like when I was still on there, like
Oh,
watching
wow.
and stuff like
Holy
that.
shit.
How many people were
So-
turning into your streams?
So I was a smaller streamer. I did mobile games, and so with that, I'd get anywhere between like 50 to 100, which
That's
probably would
nice.
equate to like
That's
2
good.
to 300 around like
Yeah, that's
now. I
great.
guess if you were to judge the numbers based on it now. And then I actually had a talk show about the game, like a developer game, or sorry, talk show about the devs and stuff like that with the game called Vainglory that was on mobile. And it was kind of like a League of Legends type game, but it was like 3-on-3 on your phone or iPad at the time, and it was really really cool. I thought it was, the graphics of it looked really sweet, and that one we'd get anywhere between like 500 to like almost 2,000 people from time to time.
That's killer. Yeah.
Is that
So,
game
it
still
was fun.
banging?
What's that?
Is that game still around?
No, and they tried pushing the esports side of it, and it kind of killed the game. And I was like, you guys got to focus on the people who will buy the in-game content
Buy some
and make
skins.
content towards them. There's a weird time where Twitch was being kind of like, there was a bunch of arms races between content creators. There was one that I even left to for a little bit because I was getting paid like $50 an hour. I'm like, all I had to do was, I was making like $400 a month. All I had to do was like stream like 8 hours a week on this one platform.
Nice, bro. Yeah, you
And
got
so
to
I
get
was
back
like,
on it.
Which one
yeah,
was that?
well,
Mixer?
it's gone now.
Was it
Paid the
Mixer?
content creators too much.
Damn.
Which one was it?
Oh my gosh, why am I going blank on it? There was one called Mob Crush, and I forget. I'll have to look it up.
It's okay. Yeah, it's fine.
That thing,
I just
but
know
yeah.
a lot of them came and went. Yeah, and Microsoft had
Yeah,
the Mixer one.
Kick
that
is
was-
really cool. I think Kick might stick around a little bit, but
Yeah, I know a lot of
there's-
people.
there's been tons.
They let people bounce back and forth between that one and other ones, right? I think that's
Yeah.
a lot of the thing.
yeah, some of the contracts. So I had a contract at the time where I couldn't do any gaming content on. Technically, I wasn't supposed to do any gaming content on any other platform.
Right.
But now some of the partnership stuff that you can do that now. So,
Hmm.
Can you hear those kids? By the way,
No, I can't. But that's a
Okay,
great
good.
segue because my next topic is about your kids. I thought this was very fascinating. You said that your 10-year-old daughter, you took her to 6th Street and she did stand-up comedy. What was that
Yeah.
like? What can you give me like an example of one of her jokes that, because you said that she wrote them herself.
Yeah. So, Ropelos, which is like right next to the mothership, used to have a mic. It was really cool about it. Is like if you did the mic, the guy they would give you a slice of pizza. So it was, I think, a way to feed like some of the comics at the time.
Wow.
I didn't need it for that, but I was like, cool, this is a cool place. I don't mind taking
Wait,
her
the
to
little
a pizza
pizza
place.
shop that
Yeah,
that
so
sells
they
out
have, like,
onto the street.
Littlest Pizza Shop.
yeah, right. So I don't know if, have you been to Austin or the mothership?
Yeah, I used to
ever?
live down there. Didn't they have
Okay.
Don't they sell like right onto the street? Like they have a window. Like
They have a window that sells right on the street, and then if you actually go upstairs, there's like a little deck area on like a
Whoa.
3rd floor,
Didn't know there was
and it's
upstairs.
hot as heck during the summer, and we're there in the summertime. And I asked one of the guys who did the mic, it was Hooch at the time. I said, "Hey, do you mind if my daughter does the mic? Can she go up first?" And it's like, "Well, my daughter wanted me to go up first because she was too nervous, and then she came on after, so I actually got to bring her up on stage, which is kind of nice."
That's awesome.
But it was pretty much all comics, and then we had some friends and family that were there because we told her that Brindley was going to do it, and so she ended up going in and doing her joke, and her joke was about like our dog. She's like, our dog was supposed to be big and tall, but instead it's like short and small. A lot like my dad. Well, he's not, or said short and fat. I'm even butchering her joke, man. It's like, something about our dog being like big and it's short and fat. And then she's like, a lot like my dad, but he's not short. He's extremely fat though.
Wow.
Is her thing. And
Just
so
roasting you, dude.
she
Like
actually
you said.
held a little bit because like they laughed at the part where she said the short and fat joke about the dog, and then like got the pop on the other part.
Very cool.
So,
Did she
yeah.
enjoy it?
She did. I've actually seen her really thrive with other stuff. So she's done like theater now, and she's just like super comfortable on stage because I'm like,
Awesome.
you're on stage with other people. And so I was standing next to her on there. It's actually pinned on my reels on my Instagram.
Oh, cool.
It's one of my pinned reels that I have, but no, it's only like 200 people have seen it, but it's fine.
Can you pull up his Instagram?
Yeah.
Brandon Phariss, Pharris.
1 R 2 S's.
Oh, 1 R 2 S's. There
Yeah,
we go.
that was
There
the other scary thing too. So like all the clips of like the people make of the Kill Tony thing were spelling my name with the F, and so I risked going on Reddit and saying, "Hey, by the way, my name is Brandon Phariss, spelled with a PH. I really appreciate everyone who's reached out and said stuff." And I didn't know what they're gonna say, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, we loved you." It's like you got upvoted like 2,000 times, and I was like, "Okay, cool."
That's awesome.
They're gonna go on your account and see you on all the hentai forums and stuff.
And that's funny that you say the thing about the F, because when I was looking for you, when I was scouring the internet looking for this Brandon Phariss, I typed it in with an F first, and there is a comedian with that name. Do you know that?
Yeah,
There is
What
a
a
Brandon.
bummer.
What is
Yeah.
your Insta handle? There's so many
Yeah.
Brandon Phariss with F's.
No,
Or
yeah.
with PHs. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're good.
There's other stuff. What's the actual handle? I'm sorry.
Brandon Phariss Comedy is the Instagram handle.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, there's some other comedian with the F, Brandon Phariss with an F.
Yeah,
I'll
I
tell
saw
you when to
his.
show
He
it.
went viral with like one of those videos of where he like ate something in his car and then was like nearly vomiting. I
Wow.
went viral with that, and I think he does like just tons of like weird videos and stuff. I don't know if he actually does stand up, but he just makes funny videos for sure.
Oh, see, that's the guy I'm talking about. That's Phariss with an
Yeah.
F. That's
Don't
Phariss
show
with an F.
him because I'm really struggling at my job right now. I'm not being able to find him.
So it was 1 R 2 S's, right?
Yeah,
It's just Instagram's being weird tonight. We couldn't get it to send a message
So
earlier.
Instagram was really weird tonight, for sure.
probably because I said I like Trump or something like that. They're shadow
Yeah,
banned me.
seriously. That's all it takes.
Yeah, well, comedy's spelled wrong here.
Comma dry. Comma dry.
This
That's
should
my
still
bad.
come up now. Hey, they're shadow banning you, bro. So that's news. Breaking news,
Yeah.
everybody.
I don't even say anything inappropriate.
Yeah, you seem like the nicest guy in the
We
world.
found it. I'm sorry.
Okay, there we go. We got you
There you
pulled
go.
up. Mike's about to slam that follow button.
Everybody slam. He's got the
Woo.
purple fit
The
profile
purple
pic.
fit, yes, the iconic purple fit. You look
So
like
that picture. Shout out to Troy Conrad's, man, who's like the
It's a great
mothership
photo.
guy. I asked him if he had any other pictures from that night, and he actually sent me that. So I got it printed up.
Yeah, it's really good.
that
I
is
don't
great.
have the binder with me, but I can show you a picture of the picture I got.
You look like
So when
David Arquette.
I'll take it.
David Arquette.
You kind of got the Fred Durst beard coming back in, don't you? A
Yeah,
little bit. A
yeah,
little bit.
yeah. Break stuff, dude.
Been treated like shit.
Dang it, it's not on here. I can't pull it up in here because I don't think I have do I have my photos off on here?
You had a hot dog flavored water joke. I just remembered.
Yeah, people don't get that. I was like, the hot dog flavored water is like his album. Like that joke did not land.
Oh,
so
went over my head.
whatever.
Yep. It
Yeah,
did.
that's a great Limp Bizkit album.
I was like, dude, if you're a limp head, then that'll go real good.
I got it, dude. I liked it.
We're not going to take too much of your time this evening, though. We know you got a family and you got the wife.
Yeah.
You guys got any more questions for Brandon?
No, I had a couple things with my phone. My phone died, but we'll get them next time.
Oh, shit. That's why you're supposed to get that 16, man.
It's all about
Yeah, I
the
know,
he
I
said,
have
she
an
said
old-
bullshit.
Yeah, I got a, what do you call it? Insurance replacement 14 or something here, or 13.
And anything else you want to tell our fans or anything like that?
No, it's been kind of cool. I've started to get kind of like a couple of the shows I've done. It's been really cool, like where people have said they've seen my spots. And I think the meanest thing I saw, because you asked what was the meanest thing you saw, and I go, I think it was, but I still thought it was funny. If it was meant to be mean, I thought it was funny. They had a picture of me crying. It was like with Tyler, and said, "This is Bob. Bob has bitch tits."
Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Fight Club, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my
Nice.
God. Yeah, you got a good sense of humor, so it's hard for you to take anything too seriously. So that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Had
But no,
bitch
when I
tits.
first started, I actually bumped into like Rachel Wolfson and took like a selfie with her, and I actually got her to sign it. This because I print out like 8x10s of some of the comics I take selfies with, and actually shared the stage with Cam Patterson just recently.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I saw you took a picture with like 3 comics recently. Who were that? Was it Hans Kim and Cam and all that?
So LSH, I think I posted recently. Dustin Nickerson I saw last night, and then it was Chris DiStefano.
Yes, that was
oh my
it.
God.
That was it. That was it.
And then Joe DeRosa.
Yeah.
So they were there at the Creek in the Cave doing the first date show, the live show before the Liddy Titty show that they do with Ali Wu or Al. I'm gonna butcher her last name, but
Ali Wong,
She
is that it?
puts. No, it's Ali Wojciechowski. I'm butchering her name.
Okay,
so
all
bad,
good.
but her Instagram handle is like Ali Wu WO. And she puts on that show, and Rachel Wolfson was on it too. And what's crazy is I actually did a show with Rachel where she actually brought me on. So it was a real surreal moment in like just doing comedy within this year to have that happen. And so I've been going around getting like pictures with some of the comics, and then getting them to sign the picture. I don't know, I'm just cheesy like that, but there's the crazy thing that happened that night that was really cool is everyone's super positive, at least with me. And the thing that kind of sticks out in my mind I'm super grateful of is I was sitting in the back towards Poor Choices, and they called my name, and it was just like the eruption of the place like cheering for me was so
Wow.
cool.
Dude, one
And
of the most
so it
likable
was-
guys right here.
Yeah, I'm super excited, dude. There's an episode that's gonna drop soon. My buddy Mark Pugh is gonna crush, so you gotta keep an eye out for him, man.
Cool. We'll reach out, try to get him on the show. Yeah.
He's gonna be great. I freaking told him. I went over there that day. I said, "Hey," because it was the double episode night. He got pulled the second episode that was recorded that night, and I said, "Hey, I know you didn't get the first one. Tonight's the night, dude. It's like it's gonna
Dude,
happen."
you're manifesting.
Yeah. Would you mind
Mark
telling us that
30.
we're going to get 100,000 followers? Real quick? Could you
Yeah,
could you
I
say
don't know
that?
Make it
about from today, but
200,000?
It'll happen eventually.
Thank you. Yes, it's set in stone. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Be like, you made Brandon Phariss cry.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Can you say that Tristan the Piercer will be out of a job in less than a week?
He's
Well,
a
that might
piercer.
happen, but that'll be a bad thing because I think he'd get fired before he can like take this on as like a role. If that's what's happening.
You're a wise man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to put that juju on that. I don't want to put that juju out there yet. But yeah,
You're right. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, Tristan.
Well, Brandon Phariss, you have a gift, and it's been very, very enjoyable talking with you. Maybe we'll do it
Thanks,
again
man.
sometime. Hopefully, you get pulled again from the Kill Tony bucket, and we wish you nothing but success.
yeah, I have a big surprise. I don't know if I'll do it again after this, just because I don't know. I have a plan to make another memorable thing. Not crying though, but it's going to be a fun little thing. I think. Hopefully it comes off enduring and not creepy.
Wow, now I really can't wait. Yeah,
Yeah.
keep signing up. We got to
We're
see
pulling
this.
for ya.
This secret weapon. Secret weapon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
For sure.
that's Brandon Phariss Comedy, guys. Look him up on Instagram. It's been really great talking to you, and maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. You guys have a good night.
Thanks,
Yep, have a
Brandon.
good-
Out.
Peace out.
Yeah, he's cool.
Hutto, Texas
yeah.
seems cool.
I'm gonna follow his Twitch, dude.
Yeah, right. I want to see. Maybe he's got the old video still up. Yeah, I've never heard of that guy who you were talking about.
Oh, Destiny. He just is a debater guy.
Is he a lib? Is
Yeah,
he a lib?
yeah.
Total lib. Man.
Well, he
he's-
said that Kenosha, that they needed white supremacists to go down and mow everyone
What was
down. I just
Kenosha
read
again?
about it.
He
I forget
is
Kenosha.
kind of hard to place his thing on because he's kind of lived on lots of stuff, but he also went hard out for Israel recently. So
Yeah, no, he says that Palestine. We should stop saying it.
A real
He
conservative
pretty much
stays out of
says-
that completely. Seriously.
He says that
Fuck
the
them
people.
both. Yeah.
He said that the people getting picked on